Friends, today I'm going to discuss the topic osteoporosis. Osteoporosis. What actually means osteoporosis? Osteoporosis means softening of bones. In this case, what happens? The density gets decreased. Because of that, bones become brittle, weak, and brittle, and fractures occurs very easily. In that, so the bones become so weak and brittle, or you can say the bones become so fragile that even a cuffing can cause fractures. Now I will share the PPT. I will Osteoporosis. Definition: osteoporosis causes bones to become weak and brittle, so brittle that a fall or even a mild stress such as a bending over or a cuffing can cause a break. As I already told, it becomes so brittle, so weak. Actually, the bones become porous. Density gets decreased. Because of that, bones becomes porous. Osteoporosis related breaks most commonly occur in the hip, wrist, or spine. This is the major site where the osteoporosis fractures occur. These are the most common place where the fractures occur: hip, wrist, and spine. What are the symptoms of osteoporosis? The symptoms of osteoporosis are back pain caused by a broken or a collapsed bone in the spine, loss of height over a time. What happens? As the common site for fractures are hip, wrist, and spine. So what happens? The vertebrae of the vertebral column becomes collapsed. Because of that, there is a loss of height over a time. The height loss of height ranges from 1 to 2 inches. The next symptom is stood posture. The posture becomes stood. While walking, person bends forwardly. And the other symptoms is bone that breaks much more easily than expected. Yeah, as I already told, the bones fractures occurs very easily than expected. What are the cause? Our bones are in a constant state of renewal. New bones is made and old bones is breakdown. This is the formation of new bones and the breakdown of old bones that occurs throughout our life. Bone tissue is constantly being broken down and replaced by our body. This is what we call as the bone remodeling process, which I will discuss in the next slide. When you are young, your body makes new bones faster. That means the bone formation is faster when we are young, and it breaks down old bone and your bone mass increases. It means the formation of new bones are faster than the bone resorption when we are young. After the early 20s, this process slows down, and the most people reach their peak bone mass by age 30. What happens? Actually, after the early 20s, the process slows down. And because of that, and when a person reaches by the age of 30, bone resorption is more than bone formation. As people age, bone mass is lost faster than it's created. It means bone resorption is more than the bone formation. Okay, and when the bone resorption is more than bone formation, then only the osteoporosis occurs. We can better understand through the causes. We can better understand through the bone remodeling process. What happens in case of bone remodeling? Actually, the bone formation and as I already told, the bone formation and the bone resorption occur throughout our life. When we are young, what happens? The bone formation is more than the bone resorption. When we grow older, what happens? The bone resorption is more than the bone formation. Because of what happens? Fractures occur easily. And what are the cells that are responsible for the bone formation and the bone resorption? Are osteoclast and the osteoblast. These types of cells present in our bone are present in our bone. And osteoclast, what happens? What is the function of osteoclast? Osteoclast causes breaking of old bone, and the osteoblast builds new bone. Both the process occurs simultaneously in our body throughout our life. But when we are young, the bone formation is more and the bone resorption is less. And when we grow older, when we crosses the age of 30, osteoblast form is doing the job, is also doing the job, and osteoclast is also doing the job, but the formation of new bone will be less than the bone resorption, and that is the main cause of osteoporosis. Okay, this whole process is called the bone remodeling process. Risk factors. What are the risk factors? For the osteoporosis, a number of factors can increase the likelihood that you will develop osteoporosis, including your age. What are the risk factors? The age, race, lifestyle choices, medical condition, and treatments. Age, as I already told, age is the major factor. Age plays a major role in bone remodeling process. Race, which race a person belongs from. Lifestyle choices. A person is lifestyle choices. It means a person is living a sedentary life, or he or she is exercising, or doing. He is very active. And medical condition. What are the comorbidities associated with a person? That plays an important role. And what are the medication? What are the treatments he or she is taking? These all comes under the risk factors for osteoporosis. There are certain risk factors which are unchangeable and some are unchangeable. Let's see the unchangeable risk factors. Some risk factors for osteoporosis are out of our control. It means we can't change it, like our sex, age, race, family history, body frame size. It means a person cannot change his sex. And women are more likely to develop osteoporosis than are men. Age. The older we get, the greater we are at a risk of osteoporosis. So we cannot reduce our age. This is not in our control. Race. You are at the greatest risk of osteoporosis if you are a white or of Asian descent. It means race also has a role to play in osteoporosis. Family history. Having a parent or sibling with osteoporosis puts you at a greater risk. It means if your father, mother, or grandfather suffer from osteoporosis, you are more likely to suffer from the osteoporosis. Okay, body frame size. Men and women who have a small body frames tend to have a higher risk because they might have a less bone mass to draw from as they age. Because after a particular time, what happens? Our body takes calciums from our body, our bone. These were the unchangeable risk factors. Hormone levels. Hormones levels present in our body also play a role, important role in the formation of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is more common in people who have too much or too little of certain hormones in their bodies, include sex hormones. Lowered sex hormones levels tend to weaken